Good morning, this is Pops out in the shop. It's July 18th, year of our Lord 2024. A few days after the soon-to-be president got shot, essentially by a Secret Service guy. Oh yeah, he was Secret Service authorized. But I wanted to show you this thing that I use for testing injectors. As crazy as it sounds, as crazy as it looks, what I actually had done was took the piston out, built a slug. In the bottom is a hole that puts the fluid into the piston under pressure from the pump through all this mechanism. I actually drilled and tapped it. Did I even have to drill it? Yeah, I drilled and tapped the thing, cleaned the whole mechanism out, and I threaded the end of a piece of fuel injection line down in there and sealed it with high pressure sealant. Then, knowing it wasn't quite strong enough, this both holds it in place as well as keeps it from flexing. I had to form fit it here. You wouldn't believe it, the hose clamp holds tight. I've had this for 30 years and have had the needle almost maxed as 5,000. Most of them are around 3 to 4,000 anymore, so the gauge is a little small, but it's not out of range. You say, why? Well, these things are capable usually of up near 10,000 psi of pressure when you start reaching maximum. Well, if you got a nice long handle like it was originally supposed to have, then you can attain your pressure. Use the regular one here. I do this on most of my bottle jacks, if not all. Drill a hole in it, put a roll pin in, and if the roll pin's too small, put a bigger one over it. It's a lot easier to run this than sit here playing around. The other one is there's normally a plug here. Drilled it, tapped it for pipe thread, 1/8 inch. Got the fitting going up through here. These are all iron, as I remember, so they'll handle the pressure. Up to the gauge, and there is a high pressure restrictor that'll shut the pressure off so you can pop it, squeak it, ventilate it. Now, the one I saw before, where I stole the idea from this from, they had like a 10-ton jack that they used because it was big and they could fit a lot of fuel in there, but trying to get fuel in there was kind of, one of those crazy things. It just didn't work that well. So what did I do here? Once I got it all together, the fill port on this one was quite low. At least I think it was the fill port. Who knows what I've done in 30 years. Drilled and tapped. I don't even know if I had to drill it, but I tapped it. And put fittings in there for a fuel line. This is an old Kool-Aid container. It's been around for 30 years with diesel. As crazy as it appears, this thing works very well. You're not going to be able to do much of a leak down test with it because obviously it's, Taiwanese jack from back then, possibly even Japanese. Anymore it'd be Chinese, and it's been an excellent unit. I just tested an injector from that hatch unit to know that it pops at 3,700 and 5 of the 6 holes spray well. That's what we needed to know. So, yeah, I soaked it, carburetor cleaner, tried to get it cleaned. I just don't have the wires to go poking the little holes out. Someday I'm going to find them. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I just figured I'd show you that, sure, it's boat anchor. And you say, well, that's not the proper way to do it. Well, then please sign off and go to a whole nother page, would you? I haven't got time for your crap. This is what we use with material that's designed for the pressures, including that valve, so that we can test. No, these are either brazed or silver soldered. They're not any type of cheap, just soldered in there. I've got one or two brazed elbows. If you can get these fittings that are extension fittings, the banjo on this end and this end on the other, that'll screw in there, and those are my adapters. Yeah, I have to get more of those fittings. But still, I can test, I think, 3 different sizes here. I've got more there that I can work with. Anyway, just an idea, when you want to test it and you got the time to build something, that's well worth it, because I've tried finding those used portable ones. The problem with the used portable is they don't have a base this size. This is hard to hold down, you have to clamp it. Well, the portable ones, there's no place to seriously clamp the thing. So even though this isn't as precise, this actually works out better. Anyway, there you go. I got to answer my bride on the radio. See ya.